Shorty, it's your birthday. Turn off my ringer. There it is. What the hell? What's going on? Trying to get my lip gloss popping. Where is it? Oh goodness, think I'm sleepy again. Anywho, it's a great Saturday. I'm gonna see if anybody come on in for this little post check. Make sure everybody is above ground and all that good stuff. Hey Diane, what's going on, my love? What's going on? How are you? How was your weekend? Or how is it going so far? Don't know what these. I'm literally sitting here putting on lip gloss and trying to figure out which earrings I want to wear. Yeah, I'm gonna wear these. They go with my pants. Black. Got my little bracelet. I'm acting like I'm really about to go somewhere though. That's the thing. I ain't going anywhere. I'm just out here. It's finally warm. Oh my God. Well, warmer. It's like almost 60 degrees. So that's kind of a heat wave for us right now because it was like maybe like 40 degrees for the last few days. So this is like going into summer again or something. At least it feel like it. It's that weather when it trick you and you get sick. You know what I mean? I definitely don't have time for that. Bad enough my sinuses and allergies acting crazy as I don't know what. On this Saturday, I don't know, probably much of nothing. I was gonna go to the salon, but what I'm going to do, I figure, is try to get some normalcy with my schedule so that I can get a little more, I guess, structure with it in a sense because it's like, okay, you know, I started the Amazon gig and that's a huge adjustment for me, getting used to being clocked in and working an overnight shift. So I done went from not working a regular job for 30 years to working a regular job that's actually an overnight schedule. In one's mind, you think, oh, I'll be up anyway. I can do this, but it's a huge adjustment. So it's like one thing at a time. I got the shop to work in. Cool. I have to allow my body to get used to the schedule that is on now. So that's where I'm at. I'm getting acclimated to this overnight schedule, Saturday to Tuesday, and figuring where to set in my rest periods because that's what I'm kind of lacking in a sense. Because, you know, I think once I get my place, it'll be that thing where, okay, you get off at 5:30, boom, I get home about 6:15, go to bed, set my alarm to wake up for what, 10 o'clock, let's say. I can go to the salon 10 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock. Boom. Leave there, go home, eat, watch a little TV, take a real nap before work, and get ready to go at 7 o'clock. At least an hour and a half, 2 hour nap. I'm out of sorts on that, so that's where I am. I got to go back to the job tonight at 7. So right now, I don't know. I might turn a few corners, deliver some of these people food, or I might just sit here and do absolutely nothing. It's still my birthday. It's gonna be my birthday until I say it ain't my birthday no more. So don't be surprised if I still be saying happy birthday in January. Shoot, I gave birth to a kid in January. I can celebrate my birthday still. It's gonna be my I gave birth birthday. My baby's birthday is January 24th. He will be 32 years old. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, thank you. Oh, how you doing, girl? That's one of my homies from back in Charleston. Oh, you must have been just on YouTube and saw me on, cause I ain't seen nobody yet come in from Charleston. But I seen somebody that my cousin is following me on here, and I had no idea. But she said somebody else says our cousin was following me. I'm like, who is that? I don't even know who it is. Good. I see you put up your you had a little celebration, 10 years and 10 months, was it? Took all that time to get married. Y'all been married for 10 years, just don't even know it yet. Wow. Yep, January 24th. He right in the middle of y'all two. Ain't they beautiful people, but crazy as hell? That's one thing I know. My son would take the shirt off his back. He gonna protect his mama, his sister, his family. But if you piss him off the right way, I'll be nervous. I'll be real nervous. He told me one day at work, this dude, like, he said, he told the guy, you look like somebody. And dude was like, F nigga. And I was like, oh God, what'd you do? Because I was so scared. He was like, Mama, I ain't do nothing. I said, whew, I'm so surprised because that boy, he's grown a lot. Because I think as little as 3 years ago, dude would have got choked out on the job, honestly. He would have got straight choked out. But yeah, that's what I've been doing, Diane. Just still getting adjusted to everything. Somebody asked on social media, on Facebook, I was on there earlier, and the girl was like, what's 3 things you accomplished this year? I put I relocated. That's 3 things in itself. It's more than 3 things. It's like relocating is cool, You just know that if you have a plan, that plan can shift at any moment. That's the first thing. But you also know that it takes work and time, or time and work. If you are not prepared to do that, you might not should leave anywhere until you figure out your route. My route is get your ass up and go and figure it out when you get there. Yeah, you are, girl. I know so many people in Charleston that were my clients that were from Virginia. It's not even funny. Either they were from there or they had lived there for some, particular reason. I got another client now. Her boyfriend or husband, I don't know if they married or not, but he works here, so she's here often. I've just been finding my way around. Thank you, Cheryl. Finding my way around. But yeah, the relocation thing, and you can apply it to life. Because sometimes you relocate and it's not necessarily you go through the same motions of a relocation and it's not necessarily a physical relocation. You know, your relocation may just be from one side of town to another, or out of one mindset into another. Like sometimes our mindset will have us in a space and a place that's just not conducive to life and isn't good for us. So when yeah, I do use my GPS. It's like, oh, I like that too. It's like when you figure out that something has to change and you realize that it's my mindset, then you have to go, and that's almost like uprooting the former things, things you've known, things you've thought, and changing those things. And that's another way of breaking generational curses as well. A lot of people they think that it's some magic trick to stop generational curses. And I think in some cases there are maybe more in-depth things needed, like prayer or actual deliverance by way of a minister. I do believe in that. I've experienced it. But I also know that a generational curse can be broken simply by you choosing to do something different than what that person in your family, in your bloodline did. And I don't know why we're so susceptible to be like, well, my grandma did it, my uncle did it, so I'ma do it. Hell no. My boys are so different. One loves to shop and lazy. The baby's home. Girl, I ain't know which one I was gonna get. Um, my son, he ain't been to jail except for stuff like traffic, traffic violations. But he was so lame when he was young. He'll post his mug shot up. I'm like, dude, quit posting that up there like you really did something. Boys are weird. Now my daughter, she a pretty thug. I'm convinced of that. She's so sweet, pretty, and innocent, but she got them things as she call them. I think my daughter just is a shooter. She likes to. She got a couple guns. She be like, "Mama, you got to get you one of them things." I'm like, "I know, honey." But Mama didn't want to get a thing until Mama knew she wasn't gonna shoot somebody just because. And I think that's something we all should be in tune with before we start handling firearms. Because there was moments where I know if I had a firearm, I might not have done the wisest things with that firearm. So, and I know that because how many times I done said, boy, if I had a pistol right now, it'd be I'd be a prison. It'd be a bunch of shot Negroes up in here. I can just see it now. Baby daddy running out town. Pop up. Oh no. But as I've grown and matured and I have a little age and wisdom on me, I feel I am ready for my firearm. And yeah, that's how that goes. People gonna say what they want, but if you know that you're not ready for something, I don't care what it is, don't do it. I used to always believe that once I get a gun, that's when trouble was gonna come. So that was the first reason why I didn't keep them. I went to the range before and all that stuff, but like I said, my mindset, and I'm not a, I mean, you probably can tell I'm not like a violent person, or I don't choose to fight. I don't start nothing with nobody, but I just know myself, man. I get easily irritated. You piss me off. I'm like, man, I should shoot you. But it's better I knew that and didn't have one than to take the chance having one. And yeah. Now, I'm about to get me one. I'm gonna be like, happy birthday to me. I don't know when I'm gonna get it, but it's gonna be soon. Cause I'm in a new place. Like I was just saying, a relocation takes a lot of steps in there, and that's one of them too. My protection. I drive around a lot by myself. I'm feeling my way around. I don't have a tour guide. I don't have a list of things. Say, hey, where's this at? What's this? I'm just out here um exploring, if you will. Yeah. Just out here exploring, finding my way, finding, like I know I like certain types of food or certain types of atmospheres. I'm out here, speaking of atmospheres, you in the bushes. I'm out here finding my way. And that's another thing that you will have to be ready for with the relocation, especially if you relocate somewhere where you don't know anybody. Like when I moved to Charleston, I didn't know anybody there. I literally knew nobody in South Carolina. I had never even been to anywhere in South Carolina in my life. I moved there in 2008. Only person I knew when I got there and didn't really know them was the person whose shop I went to work in. Then I gained friends, quickly. But nevertheless, I was still there alone. That's why I think it's so easy for me here to navigate around. Are you asking me if I like being in a different space? Change is good when it's positive. And I think I've made a positive change. So yes, I like my space. I'm not like I don't miss Charleston. So and that's not like Charleston. I could have stayed there and been fine. You know what I mean? Like Charleston didn't do anything to me. Charleston was very good to me for 15 years. I'm like, I like it here. You know, I've been what this is Monday makes the 7th week I've been here. Almost 2 months now. And I've been going. That's why I can't wait to get my place, man, because it's like all this week I stayed at a hotel. That's all I wanted for my birthday was just to be in a room and be able to sleep through the night, like a normal sleep pattern. And it felt good. It felt good. So I should be getting my place within the next, hopefully 3 weeks, whatever the process is. I know early in the year, very early in the year, I'll have it. So that's always exciting. It's just getting the stability in order and being able to flow with a routine. You know what I mean? That's not ever changing. Any day my routine can be different, but when you have your own place, your own space, then you can set your routine accordingly. So I've been doing good. I've been doing good. It's one of them things where you just got to keep your mind sharp. Like this is not, which sometimes when we're going through things or trying to do some things, it seems hard or it seems like a blockage. But if you keep your mind and the understanding of knowing where you're going, what you're working towards, then you can't allow those things to get in and cause you to I guess stand down or second guess. I don't second guess anything. I just keep pushing. Yeah, hey, Sharon. Yeah, it's a process, and you have to be ready mentally for, even if you're not, like I said, it ain't solely about relocating. We're saying that because this is my journey, and I share my journey with you guys here. But just period. Sometimes it's in our mind, the things that we're trying to do and we can't, or we feel like we shouldn't or should have been. It's in our mind while we're not. So therefore, we have to get that mind right. Now, some of us gonna remain a little shifty in the brain, and that's okay. But you can do it shifty too. You can do it shifty too. Simple as like I tell who's that watermelon all the time. I always tell her, don't speak to don't speak to the pain, speak to the healing. Speak to being healed. Don't speak to the pain. And that's kind of how I do life. I don't speak to the situation as is. I speak to the situation as it will become or as it is becoming. Virginia is a beautiful but expensive. Shit, Charleston expensive. I don't see nothing no different, honestly. Charleston going up. I think the whole world screwed up with all this mess, man. They making it hard out here for pimps. You really do need two people to maintain a somewhat easy life, It's like, yay, accomplishment. I'm doing this by myself, but shit, who wouldn't want a little help? It's like this. If you go 50-50 with somebody, you still paying like a nice rent, possibly, depending on which your rent is. Like, rent $1,900. Y'all both still paying $900. That's still. Remember, we can get apartments for $900. You get apartment for $900 now. You're gonna be in danger, probably. Newport News. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of cheap apartments, but you wonder why. Cause you might get jacked. Won't see me there. I got the memo early. I didn't see a sign. That's it. But it's sad. When the world is set up where we just can't even afford to really live, and they don't want to give people more money. I'm like, my biggest fear is that we'll wake up one day and a whole bunch of people that are doing okay far as financially, um, they won't have a place to live because even their finances ain't enough. Like after we pay about $1,800 rent, we still got lights and cars, and that's what I'm talking about. In the hood, you get something for 9 something. Now, if you can get in the hood where it ain't that bad, that's good. But I also know in Texas you get more space for your money too. A 1 bedroom here, you're gonna get like 545 to 800 square feet. I think my last apartment was a 1 bedroom, it was 849 square feet. I done seen some 2 bedrooms be like 850 square feet. I'm like, well, what in the matchbox is this? I like Virginia Beach, Cheryl. That's where I initially wanted to live. My apartment that I'm trying to get into, it's in Virginia Beach, but it's like, you know how it goes. It's like on the border of Virginia Beach, Norfolk, and Chesapeake. Like you go one way, you in Virginia Beach. You go the other way, you in Chesapeake. Go back that way, you're in Norfolk. But I wanted to live like in like near town center, down in that area. I know Virginia Beach like the back of my hand. I'm learning my way around Norfolk. But in the 2 areas. I haven't I did a little bit of Chesapeake, but I haven't been over into Hampton or Portsmouth. My job is in Chesapeake. I gotta drive like 30 minutes to get to work at Amazon. The shop I work at is across the street from where I'm trying to move to. hmm They got a Chesapeake, Virginia too. That's crazy because I learned there's a lot of states that have like the same names of cities. Like there's a Dallas, I think it's like a Dallas, Tennessee. There's definitely a Dallas, Georgia. That's crazy. I'm so glad it's kind of warm out here. Oh my God, y'all just don't know it's been cold. You would think coming from Ohio, I'd be used to that. Mm-mm. I was in Charleston too long. It don't get too cold there. And if it did, it warm up pretty quick. Chesapeake, baby, Chesapeake. I feel like it's another Chesapeake too. But it's pretty cool here though. I don't feel uncomfortable. That's cool. I'm excited to see what it looks like this time next year. This time next year, I should be balling. I don't care what I'm balling with. I'm gonna be balling. I need to start posting these dresses instead of them sitting in my trunk. I got money in the trunk. Like who got a what you call it? Flea market or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Whatever that looks like, I gotta I don't know. And you know, I randomly come on Saturday, so I never know. I just decided to come on. I was gonna come a little bit earlier, but I fell back asleep. And I was knocked out. So I might as well get out of sleep. I can. Back to work I go. So I'm be out 7 to 5:30 for the next 4 days. I pray that this week is easier than last week. That my body will adjust and it'll go by quickly. Cause I'm proud of myself. I'm telling you. 30 years ago, I would have been gone at lunch. I know me. Lunchtime would have came and I'd been like, I'm out of here. I ain't left. The only thing is I wanted to beat somebody up, and that's good. Because I didn't beat her up. I ain't even tell her off. I just looked at her. Don't get upset. I just looked at her. I feel like if you can come out your mouth to say don't get upset, you're purposely trying to piss me off. Because you don't know me to know when I'm upset or not. My nostrils must have flared up. I'm about to dot this bitch. And I don't fight, but I want to just reach out and choke her a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, not all the pressure, just a little pressure. Enough to, kind of. Oh, stop messing with me. I feel like I don't know enough people here for people to get on my nerves, so you out of pocket. I don't know enough people here to have people on my nerves. I really don't. But I can say we had our little graduation for the first 4 days, and there was one girl that just kept remembering, and it's her birthday. She would tell me happy birthday 2 days before my birthday actually hit. So that was kind of cool. Everybody like, oh, let's start singing happy birthday. So I had to do my little 2-step. But really, I was still pissed about that girl talking crazy. I was trying to snap out of it. I was. I really was. You know me. It'd be like that. I'm trying to think what I'm about to eat because I'm hungry. I'm sitting here eating this nerds candy like it is steak, filet mignon or something. And it ain't. But it's good though. I'm glad they dropped these holes off my credit card. I don't know why they charge you money, then charge you a whole $100 for incidentals. It seemed like the higher the rating of the hotel, I feel like the less the incidentals be. It be them little, 3-star that be having that $100 incidentals. Like, what the? Why? There shouldn't be no more than about $40. What if it's more than $100 and you gotta pay? Might as well just hold about $40 and call it a day. But, and then, like I said, recapping. I just really wanted to come on here and do a post check, see who was out and about. Usually around me getting to 30, 40 minutes, that's when people start coming in. When it's like this, you know me, commanded to press play and talk. It's 121 or 81. I shall talk about something. I think if anything I can say that I got as far as my birthday, or I don't know, I'm not gonna say, oh, now that I'm a year older, because I feel the same. I know people like to be like, how does it feel to be so and so? Like it felt yesterday to be such and such. I was 50 a few days ago, now I'm 51. I feel the same. But I was really excited about my birthday this year. I don't know. Well, yeah. I was excited about my birthday this year because I actually had something to do. Normally, it's just a day. I don't do nothing. I don't do nothing. But was actually invited to a party that actually fell on my birthday. That was like 2 birds with 1 stone. Why are people calling me? I do feel is I do feel growth. I don't feel older, but I do feel growth. And I think that feeling growth isn't always attached to your age or whatever the case may be. I do feel a little bit of growth. And I say that because, number one, I said it a few minutes ago. I'm working a regular job for the first time after 30 years. Normally, I would have quit. And that is like being very honest. Like, because I do hair, in my mind, man, I can make what I make here in a day that I'm going to make in a week. That's how my mind would calculate things. And I would just leave. So I know I've grown in that area because I have that better understanding of it gets greater later. This is a step in the route that I must take to get to the area and the place and the status that I need to be here in Virginia. So I can't get pissed off and quit. I have to, keep going so I can see that thing through. I'm looking at everything that I approach in this city. If it comes into my life, it's for a reason. So therefore, there's an assignment attached, whether it's people, places, or things. So at Amazon, I have an assignment there, and it may not be to people. It may be an assignment that helps me, that equips me for something else that I'm going to need soon. Um, my job at the shop, I know my assignment is to bring these people current because, jeez, oh yeah, I saw some things yesterday. I was like, oh baby, we got to help you. But I'm a natural teacher. Like I love to teach in my field, especially. But it's like when you're a teacher, it goes into all areas of your life. It just happens to be that I'm a hairstylist, so that's what I teach. I teach my haircut to people. I teach things that I know that other people don't know, but definitely in that haircut lane. I have classes and everything that I've done, and I really need to get back to that because that's something that is a gift to be able to help people to learn a technique that's probably easier than what they've been doing. Uh, I haven't met a whole lot of people, but I have met a person. And I know I have an assignment there. That's the growth I feel I have is that I understand that every part of my life that I walk into is not for me. Yes, I would gain from it, but it's definitely for someone else or for some other people. So the growth is understanding that and not wavering and not turning away from something just because I don't feel like it or it's uncomfortable to me. I have to stick to it, and because that me sticking to the process in that sense is going to be the door openers. Like I said, I don't really know my assignment in Amazon, but it could be something to do with work ethic, having that structure. If I have to be there at 7 p.m. and I don't get off to 5:30, I have to be there. I have to clock out. I have to clock in. I have to clock out for lunch. I have to clock back in. Then I have to clock out to go home. That's building structure for one. I do know. Oh, people. And yeah, that's building structure and work ethic. So that in turn, because I don't have clients here yet, that'll allow me to get that same discipline in the salon to be there a set amount of hours, whether I have clients that day or not, because clients may come. So I understand that aspect of it. Um, for the most part, yeah, I think I feel a lot of growth since my birthday. Or maybe I'm understanding it. The growth was already there. So it really has nothing to do with my birthday, but I have a better understanding of the growth that I'm experiencing and what I'm actually doing. Because I know that there's greatness attached to me. Just like I know there's greatness attached to Diane and Cheryl and whoever else is listening, because I see a third person, but I don't see them in the chat. And yeah. It's like, but the only way we're gonna get to greatness is to go through the things we gotta go through. It might require us to shift a little bit. It might require us to change 100% totally. But the ultimate goal is to get to that greatness. Walk in it, basically. It's already there. We're already great. We just have to start walking in it. But sometimes we got to walk to it to walk in it. And then it's going to be another level of greatness once you get to that. I think we were talking about that the other day. Like, life is a journey, and I think we have steps. When we get to each step, there's another level that we go to and another route. Kind of like collecting little tokens along the way. You know, I've walked this part of my path. When I got here, boom, I got awarded this token. This is the token of peace. So I'm going to need more peace with this next leg of my journey. Now I'm going forward. Walking, walking, walking. It might come quick. It might come a year later. It might come 3 years later. But you get to that next destination, boom, you got a token of strength and understanding. Walking, walking, walking. You might get a little rest somewhere along there. I don't know. That's just how I see life's journey. You know, it's steps. You know, a lot of times we try to take one step and then want to be at the end of that journey or already at the destination we're going to, and it's just not that cut and dry. You know, we say life is meant to be lived, but then we don't want to live because it gets hard or because it don't look like what we think or what we want to see. You got to be willing to live your life as it is because it was already planned. It's just that we have different choices. Life being easy, life being hard, a lot of time it's the choices we make that give us the hard part of life. But I feel like we're always protected. I don't think that God has any route that isn't covered as we walk. I don't think that he puts us on paths for us to get lost, you know. Yes, you can wander off that path if you want to, but there's always a way back. There's always a way back. It's just to me a matter of, I think that even on the easy route, you're going to have some obstacles because it's necessary. There's strength and character building obstacles that we must go through. There's learning experience that we have to deal with that might not be the most pleasant, might not feel the greatest, but they stand as they are. You have to go through those things to get to the next part of your moves. But a lot of times when we're doing the opposite of what we should be doing, that's when things get kind of crappy and hard. Going against the grain never helps. Going against the grain is always going to be harder. That's like trying to build a snowman up a hill. It's gonna be hard as hell to push that ball up that hill to get your first little part of your snowman. When you can just do it on level ground, roll out that ball, make your snowman. Why do we want to build the snowman up a hill? Sure, you crazy. But for real though, why do we want to build a snowman up a hill? Why not go to the top of the hill first and then build your snowman? I mean, jeez. That's just how we live though. Honestly, that is how we live. It's almost like some of us like to do it the hard way. If it ain't hard, we don't think it's working. That's too easy. I want to try it this way. When it was only meant for you to do it that one way, you didn't want to do it. Easy or hard. Now we done went all around the mulberry bush and got to come back around only to do what we supposed to do in the first place. How many times have we seen that? Going all the way around, whatever kind of way, only to have to come back and do it the way you were supposed to do it in the first place. I'm gonna call that hard-headedism. Yes, I made up a new word today. Hard-headedism. And I think most of us suffer from that. Because we know everything at some point in life. That's why I laugh at the person who has arrived. You ever seen a person that feel like yeah, we want to challenge ourselves, sure, but we don't realize the challenge is gonna come. We create challenges that ain't even supposed to be on the table. And then that's when God be like, oh well, shoot, okay, girl, go ahead, get that. I had a little challenge up there, but you're gonna take on this big one. Let me see how long it take you to call me when it get too hard for you. We don't call him. We be like, oh my God, everything's falling apart in life. I can't do this. Why is everything working against me? And it be us. The devil is so busy. The devil's trying to get me. I'm under attack. No, it's you. You chose an avenue that you wanted to choose, and yeah, you're getting your ass kicked. And the devil sitting back like, why is this girl talking about me? I ain't did nothing. Even I knew not to go down that street, but she went anyway. She went anyway. That one got balls. I ain't even going over there, and she went. Imagine, imagine that. It's like I don't matter. I don't matter. I don't mind having to work out things in life. Work through things that I need to get where I'm going. I have no problems with that. But I think that over time I have learned, because I have been that person that wanted to take my own route. Even with moving here, I had to stop and was like, wait a minute. It's me, Lord. I know I said I'm moving to Virginia. Now, if you didn't tell me to, or if you ain't on that, if you wasn't on that, okay, I'm sorry. But now that I'm going, can you help me? Because you sometimes got to check yourself. And to this day, I can't say if I jumped out on my own or not. All I know is he's with me. He's with me. And I did go back and rectify that. I did go back and say, wait, I ain't trying to go without you. Even if I stepped out before you, I'm not trying to go without you. So I know that now I done did it. I got to do it as unto you. So come on, let's go. Or I'm behind you. Whatever, however it goes, that's what I'm trying to do in this life. Be obedient. And if anywhere I'm out of obedience, I need to get back in alignment. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because sometimes, you know how they say, sometimes things are a good idea, but it ain't necessarily a God idea. I've made those mistakes, man. I've made those mistakes. Great idea. Could have yielded 6 figures, 7 figures, but it was not a God idea. So therefore I struggled and it never came. Whatever that may have been. Now that's growth when you can understand that and keep on going and not give up. I never give up. That's one thing I can say about myself. I will never give up. Oh, wings and things. This look like it might be nasty. Yes, I'm out here exploring. I'm finding things. Yeah, I'll never give up because I understand making mistakes and getting back up, dust yourself off, and trying again. My biggest thing with myself has been, if I've went through any kind of changes in the last 10 years, anything I've learned, anything that God has equipped me with further than I was before those 10 years, my biggest thing now is to apply that to life. Not just have it under my belt, but literally apply it. You can't have a business and then have to give up that business and then don't apply the things that you learned. Yeah, it's gonna be bad there too, Cheryl. You have to apply everything to life that you learn. Instead of looking at it as a loss, you take that loss and you turn it into a lesson and you apply it to life. Okay, when this comes up again, how do I combat this? If it should come up again. Um It's just, I think life is so simple. Lauren Hill, does she say that? It could all be so simple, but you'd rather make it hard. Yeah, I can't sing, but I'm always singing on here. You'll see if you ever come on here, Cheryl, more time. It could be so simple, but here we are, old creative, trusty human beings, gonna make it hard. I think about every time I done bump my head, I'm grateful. Why? Because I was stupid in a lot of things, man. Be honest with yourself. You really, do you ever recognize the times that you've actually been stupid in a situation or some situation? And I done been stupid a lot of times. I thank God for maturity. I done been so stupid where I can look back and like, man, fool, you could have been in jail. Really? Like, you did some dumb stuff. I remember I used to steal. I used to steal with a pocket full of money. Like, that is stupid. And I would get caught with a pocket full of money stealing. Have the money to shop and would steal. I really can't tell you. It must have been a thrill because I don't even know why I used to steal. I didn't have to steal. I was a spoiled brat. My mother got me any and everything I wanted. So it had to be something else going on in my mind. I think it was just the fact that you could go in the store and get away with the shit, until you get caught. But I would tell people like, yeah, you can go in the store, you can put this on and do like this. And this is probably pre the all them little buzzers and stuff. So you see how long ago that was. I don't be out here stealing nothing now because I'm too cute for jail. And I don't like it there. Them girls get on my nerves. They be acting like they at home. Hell no. Let me out. Um, but I got people to started stealing. I was shit at it. I was crap. I ain't really steal like that. But these women, boy, they became full-blown boosters. That's why I know I have the power to encourage and inspire people to move in a certain way. Yeah, that was negative, but that doesn't change the gift that's on my life to encourage people, to inspire people to move, to do something. Yeah, it was the wrong thing to do, but like I said, I created full-blown boosters. Niggas went to penitentiary and everything, and I stopped stealing. That's what it is with a lot of people out here. They using their gifts in the wrong areas, in the wrong way, in the wrong avenues. You're gifted to like a lot. Like, okay, let's take a dude that deal drugs or whatever. A lot of times, those people are good with money, or they're good with influencing many people. Causing them to want to be a certain way. Just imagine if that gift was enacted with something positive. You still carry that same type of gift, that same type of influence. You just have a choice to use it for good or for bad. Whatever it is that you do that's wrong, and you know that you find a area where you can get, look at social media. You get followers according to what? A lot of times, those people are capable of real positive change and being able to shift a multitude of people. But they get caught up in the drama and they start using it for that side of things. That's why I don't care if I come on here and it's 4 people, 3 people, 2 people. That's not my goal to see 1,000 people in my chat. Will I be happy about that? Sure. But I know that what comes out of my mouth may be only for one person one day, it may be for 4 another day, it might be for 14 another day. But that's me knowing and understanding why I have to press play and talk. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't got nothing to do with YouTube. YouTube is the platform. People think that social media is bad. Why we don't understand that God used social media too, to those that are willing, just like the devil used it to those that are willing. Social media is not doing anything wrong to anybody. It's the people using it wrong. No different than if you had a gun. What the man on Friday say? Guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people. That's a fact. Social media is like a gun, and stupid people ruin lives every day on it. They ruin their own lives. I see it. I'm watching it in real time. Popeye's chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes. I don't even want no chicken. I ain't even hungry. It's the way you got to look at life. We have a bigger purpose, and I don't think anybody even takes into consideration that you're a valuable being and you're here for something. Why waste life on doing absolutely nothing? That's scary, man. It's scary to know that we are equipped to be so good for many reasons, but a lot of people don't recognize it and they just whatever. I guess I don't know. I want people to look at me and be like, yeah, even little old me, because that's how I feel. Little old me. Who am I? Who are me? Who are me? Little old me. If I can make one person feel happy when they were sad today, I've done a huge thing. But a lot of people don't look at that as huge. I love that. If I could say something to make you feel better, I love that. Because it happens to me sometimes. People say things that encourage me, inspire me, and make me feel better. Why not give that to someone else if you possess that ability? We say it on here all the time. It don't cost you nothing to be kind. And our kindness should not be connected to the way that someone is going to reciprocate that kindness. My kindness is because I want to be kind. If you don't want my kindness, screw you. I still gave it from a good heart. I can't help who rejects it. That's their business. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow somebody else will be kind to that person and you know, might soften them up a little bit. I can't do the work by myself. Everybody want to say things need to change, but we don't want to start with the basic things that starts with us. If your household ain't all the way right, get your household right, because you can't do nothing outside of your household if it's out of order. Now you might be able to come outside and help some people on your block, but until your house is right, you know how they say sweep around your own front door. If I don't have order in my home, how can I help anybody else bring order into their life or their home? I think lead by example is a huge statement, but it's a fact of the matter. Maybe I'm that neighbor on the street that does my yard a certain way and other people's yard look messed up. What happens when the next neighbor looks at my yard and be like, hey, can you are you using somebody to do your yard or are you doing it yourself? Could you give me the information or could you show me what I need to do? What if you're that person on that block that makes it get cleaned up because you keep it clean around your area? But most of us will go outside of our home and be like, I'm about to go into the community, into my city, and do one, two, three, four, five, or things, or two, or five, if that make any sense. I'm just gonna do all this stuff in my city. I'm gonna make a change in my city, but then your kids at home running around crazy. Your wife don't like you. Your husband can't stand you. Everything in your house is chaotic. You can't build anything like that until your own home is in order. It's just you can't. If you are out here and you're actually causing people to change their lives and do better in their life and you're not doing it at home, you are a fraud. You being a fraud to your own family because you absolutely have the capability of doing it and you're choosing to do it for other people. You're a fraud because you got these people thinking you got your stuff together and they following behind doing what you're doing. It's effective, but you're still a fraud. What was that? Yeah, start with yourself. I'm always first partaker of anything I say, anything I do. If I ain't done it, I'm not about to tell you to do it. And if I say it, I'm very willing to do it. Because some things I say, maybe I haven't done yet, but maybe me saying it is me understanding that, oh, wait a minute, you need to do this. As you're sharing it with someone else, this is what you need to be doing as well. Always first partaker for me. Otherwise, it means nothing. If I can't come up here and tell you something I'm not willing to do. I'd be fraudulent. It just doesn't work like that. But I think that's why a lot of people have a facade. Hey, watermelon. Some people have a facade of themselves because they don't want people to see that they're messed up. And it's better to pretend and tell somebody else everything I should be doing, but I'm going to tell them. And at the same time, I'm going to watch them be successful at the things I'm telling them that I'm not doing. And I'm still not going to do it. And I'm still going to be bitter and mad. So I'm going to fake it. I don't like that saying when they be like, fake it till you make it. I don't ever want to fake. Why can't we put faith it? Faith it till you make it. Not fake it. I'm not faking about nothing. If shit hard, I'm going to say it's hard. Period. I'm just kidding. Why lie? Because in the end, you end up crumbling anyway, and then boom. Now everybody know. Because you gonna got your car towed off, house taken away. It could all be so simple. Life is not. I don't believe life was made to be hard. It's to be lived. We'll say things like, "I'm not living. I'm just existing." Y- If you existing, you living. You need air and breath in your body to exist. So therefore, if you're living, you are existing. So therefore, there's a purpose that you need to be serving. Stop trying to be so cool and cliche-ish. Oh, I wasn't living. I was just existing. You chose not to live then, Ma. You made a conscious decision. I'm not going to live. I'm just going to exist. Ain't nobody do that but you. I live because I exist. I exist because I live. You can't do one without the other. And you surely can't be dead and exist. So therefore, stop the cap. We'll say some of the stupidest things just because we done heard it all our life. If you really just sit there and just analyze some of the stuff we done heard, even our parents say, you be like, what in the world? That is the most stupidest shit I ever heard in my life. I know I do it all the time. That sounds so that sounds so profound. It came a time in my life when I was no longer living. I was just existing. I'm willing to bet that a synonym for live is exist and vice versa. Stop the cap. You choosing to do nothing because you're still alive. Oh God, I wish I could think of another one that's just retarded to me. Y'all know how I feel about that. I sleep when I die. Ball till I fall. Well, I'm a ball. Am I anticipating a fall? Do I ball just to fall? I mean, how stupid do that sound? Nothing comes to a sleeper but a dream. What if I told you your dreams carry instructions? And if you're not well rested, then you're not able to execute anything anyway. Sometimes we have to sleep. Sometimes we have to rest. Jesus did. Well, God did. On that seventh day, after he done created everything perfectly, he chilled out. But we gonna ball till we fall asleep when we die. Oh, Jesus, help these people. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. Well, I know what you call it was on last, so I know. Well, I don't really think I have any people that come to my page from KB, but possibly a couple. So that you know how that is. When he on live, everybody's over there. And I imagine this Saturday, people might be doing things with their family. I don't know. I just felt like coming on talking, doing a post check for whoever showed up. You know how we do, Watermelon. How are you today? How's your Saturday going? You have any great plans for today? I say it's a pulse check. Let me check your pulse, mama. I'm in the parking lot doing nothing, by the way. I don't think I'm going to the shop because it ain't like I got somebody scheduled. I'm just gonna grasp the bull by the horns starting Tuesday. Bust it, bust it. I don't know what you call it. Might be in the what do you call it? The rapture. The word is you in the rapture, huh? Nah. Maybe if I had something I need to know how to do, he would come down. You know, yesterday I was like, "How you turn this camera around?" He just pop in out of nowhere. Okay, girl, I've been looking on there seeing if I could pick up a shift. Cause they got where you can take, get on a shift, and it's like the shift that they have available. I haven't been trained, so I'm not eligible to do them. I'm like, man, it sucks. And then the ones that I am eligible to do, it runs into the time frame. Like we can't do another shift within 24 hours, so it runs into that time frame. Cause I was sure trying to get on this one, 12 to 6. It ain't happening. I wonder if we can switch. I don't know. I just wanna. I just can't wait. I had a good birthday. I've been having a great week. I really wanted for my birthday was rest, and I got a lot of it. Like some good rest. Yeah. So I have made it to an hour. That's good. We had Diane here. We had Cheryl here. Cheryl is my homie from back in Charleston. Nice to do her here. She like one of my stylists, my clients that I always say has the best smile. I love when people just smile, just like they smile, light up the room. I love that. Yeah, that's what I love about Cheryl. One thing anyway. Um, got my watermelon here. I'll let that complete my day. I'm just kidding. Now I gotta find what I'm gonna eat. I had went to Walmart this morning and got this little microwave dinner because I didn't know what I wanted. Yeah. So when I get my place, that'll be my birthday gift. Until then, I'm content. Watermelon. Red. Man, I'll never forget that man. We used to always be, man, he was just as popular as the water truck. I mean, the water truck, the ice cream truck. Now you hear the ice cream truck from around the corner. You be running out trying to see if it's coming down your street, and you be so sad it don't come down your block. Or you would run to the block it was on. Man, kids don't do that no more. Chase down the ice cream truck. But when we heard that man, watermelon, who was out that door, that was the best watermelon ever. They don't make them like that no more. I know, like in Charleston, we get these watermelons in the country, like they be on the side of the road selling them. That's where you got to get watermelon from, off the side of the road. Cause this stuff they put in the store, it ain't sweet. It ain't, man. Like out the country, I have to get the watermelon. Um, you ever seen purple sweet potatoes and yellow sweet potatoes? Oh my god. Right. Do your ears. Seven. Adrian's. Yeah, man. Life used to be so good with stuff like that. Some of our kids, yeah, they got ice cream trucks now, but it ain't the same, man. You be like, Daddy, 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 give me $1, give me $1. Then you be like, Daddy, can I have $3? You can't even get nothing for $1. I seen that on TikTok when they put lemon juice on there. I'm gonna have to try that. I just seen that reel the other day. Yes, and I want to try it. What does it make it? What does it do? What does the lemon juice do to the watermelon? Like, what's it for? What's it supposed to do? Is it like an enhancer? Is it sour still, or does it? You know what I mean? Does the sweet combine with the sour and create some kind of burst of flavor? Yeah, man. Even cereal, man. I don't know why cereal costs so much, and I love cereal. That's just it's just high for no good reason. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna do that probably sometime today. I still got a little time. It's 1:40. 7 o'clock gonna come so fast. I'm be crying. Like I ain't ready yet. Put my game face on. I got my feet done the other day too, boy. Oh my God, that lady was laughing at me. So I was like, "This is neglect." Oh my Lord, look at my feet. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try it though. That is too funny. My feet was jacked up, man. I hadn't had my feet done since I've been here almost 7 weeks. I got my feet done the week before I came, so it had been 7 weeks when I got my feet done. Man, the left foot. Let me tell you. Woo, I don't know why, but that left foot be on. It was bad. I was like, is she gonna ever stop scraping? It's rough. I must put more pressure on my left foot than my right. I have no idea, but no, I would squirt a lemon. That's what I saw the men do. Squirt the actual lemon on there. Yeah, man. Them feet was they was crying. I touched the foot like, oh my God. What's your name again? I'm going back to her. She she located right next door to my new favorite taco spot. Matter of fact, Taco Saturday. Taco Saturday. Hey, realist. I knew you would drop in sooner or later. We just been on here chopping it up, talking about growth and moving accordingly in life. You know, about how often we take our own path and route, and it get hectic for us, and we don't realize when we put our hand in the fire, it's hot. Sometimes you got to stand. Sometimes you got to move. You got to pick your battles. There's a rocky route, and then there's the route that God has for you. We can take either one, and I believe we're going to get there. But why set yourself up? I'd rather take His rockiness than the rockiness that I create. We create rockiness and then blame it on the devil. It was you. It was you. That's the growth in life I've experienced, is to understand when I stuck my hand in something or did something totally opposite. Just like when you're a kid, your mama tell you don't do something, you do it anyway, and then you suffer the consequences and you understand why she told you not to do it that way. It was you. You made a conscious decision to go against what your mama told you. Now you got slapped. That's the same thing we do in life with God. So it's real important to have a relationship with God, you know. And I'm not gonna sit here and say whoever you subscribe to is God. No. Our Father who art in heaven, God, the one that sent Jesus Christ for you, so that you may live. That one. Like I said, hey, I can't tell you who to subscribe to, but that's the only one I'm gonna talk about. We are all little parts of the whole body that move for certain reasons to accomplish certain things. That's why a lot of things are out of order. Because just think, if we are 3 or 4, 5 on this chat and we're doing things the opposite direction of what God says, just imagine 3 or 4 or 5 over and over and over again out of billions of people. Nothing is moving in unison. Nothing is moving always in the right direction. You got a whole bunch of back and forth and sideways, and it's never gonna be right. So I can't jump over me and make you do something that you're supposed to do. I have to do what I'm supposed to do. That's my part. That's my part, to do what I'm supposed to do. I can't do any more than I'm supposed to do. Doing more than what I'm supposed to do could possibly mess something up or put things out of order. It's like understandable when you see something, you feel like I can do something, but you got to get that clearance. Sometimes when we stick our hand in something, we think we can do something. We probably most likely can do something, but when you stick your hand in that area, you throw somebody else off of their process. It wasn't meant for us to stick in and handle that. It was meant for them to handle that. Just think how often that might have happened to us, where we're off at in things we've been trying to do in life. Someone stuck their hand in somewhere that didn't belong. Or we done asked for help that we weren't supposed to ask for. Have you ever asked for help and you really ain't supposed to ask for help? Or you asked the wrong person. You asked Tokyo over there. You're supposed to ask God. Tokyo don't know what the hell they doing. Tokyo only gonna do things according to how it would work for them. That's why it doesn't work for you. Not necessarily Tokyo did something wrong. I don't know why I'm saying Tokyo, but not necessarily that Tokyo did something wrong. But what Tokyo did was for his life, on his path. Now he came over here in your lane because you asked him to, and he did something he was supposed to do in his path, and it don't go with yours. Now you're derailed. Not because of Tokyo, not because of the devil, because of you. You didn't need help. You were scared. It's like we got to learn to jump sometime. We'll get excited when a person like Steve Harvey do a little encouraging video and be like, sometimes you just got to jump. We'll listen to him and be like, yeah, yeah, but we don't even still jump. That Negro can't tell me to jump on shit. Excuse my French. I was looking at a commercial this morning, and I'm not going to go very deep into this because I don't like talking about stuff like this because people weird and yeah. But, there's a lot of symbolism out here in the entertainment field. And a lot of people overlook that symbolism, those things that show you that these people are aligned with the enemy, that they're not serving the right God, or gods in their cases, that they're subscribed to something that's supposedly elevating them or giving them all these riches and, fame. There are symbols that you can see. And I was just looking, it was crazy because Michael B. Jordan got in an accident like last week or sometime, I don't know. But just yesterday, they showing the moment Michael B. Jordan wrecked his car. Like, why we need to see this? Now he in a new commercial, and it was a glimpse. But what I saw in this Doritos commercial, I like, y'all think y'all slick. But we out here worried about, "Ooh, I want to be like these people." Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Life is easier than that, than to have to give up of yourself for something that was probably yours anyway, had you just depended on the Father. Had you not sold yourself out. And you ain't got to be famous to sell out. You really don't. Talk to you later, Watermelon. You ain't got to be famous to sell out. You just got to be greedy and impatient half the time. Sometimes a little bit stupid, but that's here nor there. But there's so much going on out here in the world, and we just fall for it. Y'all can't fool me with that Dorito shaped like that triangle. I digress. Anywho, talking about some elevation. Boy, bye. Anywho, I'm about to get off here because I need to go find me something to eat, and I'm about to get mad because I just want my people to do the best they can so we can get everything that God has for us. He has something for each of us, but we got to understand how to trust on that. Even when it don't look like it, we got to trust it. And we do have to do our part. Faith without works is definitely 100% dead. But if you have no faith, you won't reach those things. Gotta have faith and trust and keep moving. Don't stop. Everything comes through by movement. There's nothing that we accomplish, nothing we can get to, nothing we can see without movement. So if I had to say anything today was remember to keep moving and pay attention. For when you get that little inkling that says, I want you to do this, so that you do it, you know? And how you know if you're supposed to do it is you check and see. What they say, try the spirit by the spirit. If it leads you away from God, then it probably ain't the voice of God. But if it's saying all roads lead to God, it's pleasing to God, then you move. You check if you're unsure, and then you move accordingly. Yeah. And I think I've come to the end of my meat talk. I appreciate the few people that came through today. Y'all know I love y'all much for allowing me my time to rant or whatever you want to call it. I hope something I said, inspired you, encouraged you, or even caused you to think, wow, my friend that is going through this could use that. Share it with them. If I said one thing that helped you, I'm pleased. If I said one thing that pissed you off, guess what? I am pleased. So until next time, you're more than welcome to hit the Cash App. That's not most important over here. What is important is to hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Tell a friend, bring a friend. I appreciate you guys, and I am out of here. Bye bye now.